Hello, this presentation will give a quick look at big data technology and its use in China. Big data is data that is too large, fast, or complex for traditional systems to handle. Thus, it requires advanced tools and new technologies to process it. Big data can be characterized by volume. There's massive amounts of big data. Velocity, data is generated and processed in real time. Variety, there are different types of data. Veracity, the data is of quality and reliability. And value, useful insights can be extracted from the data. So who's using big data in China? The tech sector is leading the charge here. Baidu, Tencent, and Alibaba are examples of tech companies in China that use big data to develop their search engine recommendation systems, targeted advertising, and cloud AI services. The public sector in China is, of course, in on this as well, with smart cities and urban services. Municipal governments in China use big data platforms to monitor traffic, weather, emergency response, and utilities. They have data sharing platforms, national data regulation and planning, and public health and forecasting from the big data they collect from their populace. The research institutions in China use big data to their academic and technological advantage. Universities, healthcare institutions, and other think tanks and institutions of hard sciences use big data and analytical tools to process statistics from their experiments. Big data is also seen in traditional industries and services in China. It's used in finance and insurance. Financial technology firms use transaction and credit data to offer loans, and we see big data in manufacturing for supply chain optimization, retail and consumer goods for marketing, all over the place in traditional retail and manufacturing. So where is big data being used? The leading countries in big data are China, the US, the UK, Singapore, and India. And some industries in these countries where big data plays a big role is healthcare, like we mentioned, especially with the predictive analysis and forecasting, the energy and utilities sector, and agriculture. Similar to healthcare, the forecasting tools for weather and crop yields can be very helpful there. So to demonstrate why they might be using big data, we'll conduct a quick SWOT analysis on Walmart and its use of big data. So some strengths here. Walmart has gained robust data infrastructure, optimized their supply chain, and got cross-department insights from big data analysis. Weaknesses, on the other hand, are system complexity, integration hurdles, and legacy constraints. This basically means it's a big technology, it's a high-tech change to implement into your system, and it might not mesh well with processes you already have in place. Some opportunities we see from big data here are personalized experiences for the customer, both online and in person, omni-channel growth, which is a marketing principle of attacking the customer's attention from multiple angles, and sustainable analytics, how their supply chain processes can be sustainable, can continue to function without jeopardizing any future resources. And some threats from big data. There are privacy laws, cybersecurity risks, and intense competition in this sector. When was big data technology widely adopted? We'll break down a brief timeline here. Before the year 2000, foundational computing and database systems set the stage for this technology. From 2000 to 2010, the internet and distributed processing technologies pushed data volumes beyond their traditional handling limits. From 2010 to 2015, those were the key years where we saw big data tools gain commercial adoption globally. From 2014 onwards, China officially moves from local big data initiatives to national strategy and legal frameworks regarding big data. And in China, from 2021 to 2025, they integrate big data into national planning, regulation, and industrial expansion. So how can we use this technology to apply it to some UN Sustainable Development Goals in China? Well, sustainable goal number 12 is responsible consumption and production. And big data helps with tracking supply chains, reducing food waste, monitoring industrial emissions, and e-commerce companies like Alibaba use analytics to optimize logistics and reduce packaging waste. Goal number 7, affordable and clean energy. Smart grids that analyze electricity consumption patterns, renewable energy forecasting tools for solar and wind, energy efficiency optimization are all technologies built on big data, and China uses big data in large-scale renewable integration, especially in wind and solar farms in Western provinces. And goal number 6, clean water and sanitation. Some applications here are monitoring water quality through Internet of Things sensors, which we talked about a couple weeks ago in the Internet of Things presentation, predicting pollution patterns, detecting illegal discharge in rivers, and cities like Shenzhen use smart monitoring systems to improve wastewater management. And we see here that big data really meshes with a lot of other technologies we've covered, and it's kind of the foundation for a lot of global information technologies. So to close it out, as usual, we'll do 2 truths and a lie. China has strict data localization policies that limit cloud expansion. China produces more digital data every year than the US and the EU combined. And as a matter of economic policy, China officially recognizes data as a factor of production. The lie is the first one.